Alright, so this is the pod race tutorial for free play. You're just going to select pod racer just like normal. And the first lap here is pretty much the same as any lap in pod race. So there's a couple of differences in pod fraud between free play and story. First of all, it's actually slower to activate the up ramp there, or whatever it's called, the ramp there, to use the boost pads there. You just want to take the inside line right here. But yeah, so the differences with pod fraud between free play and story are pretty subtle, but they're important to know. So the major difference, obviously, is that there's no cutscene trigger when you actually hit the lap trigger. So instead of waiting for the cutscene, you have to be ready to look at the lap trigger, or the lap counter, or whatever. And something I like to do is right when I clip out, switch player 2 to pod racer. It just makes it a little bit easier for yourself, and you actually kind of have to do it, because the Starfighter just won't get the speed, and you'll just mess up pod fraud. So right when you clip out, I just switch to pod racer right when I clip out. And then from here, it's just like normal pod fraud. So this is what you're going to be looking for. You'll see the lap counter at the top there. When it switches to 2, that's when you can drop out. So just drop out, and now it's pretty much just like normal pod fraud. You just wait until you can do the drop in, or whatever strat you're going to do if you just want to wait to the other side. Then just hold right, and then there it is. Pretty self-explanatory. It's very similar to the story variant, except just the major factor that you're not going to be able to see the cutscene when it starts. So just being vigilant of the lap counter at the top is basically what you want to go for. So yeah, I would say it's very important to practice pod fraud in free play if you plan on running the category, just because it is different than story. I do think it's a lot easier to mess up in free play than story, just because you have to be on the ready to drop out instead of just waiting for the cutscene. But then this part is just like normal. Then we'll just hit the level trigger right here.